Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be working on the power brick for the Spy Hunter sit down. I don't think I'm going to fast forward through it. I think I'm just going to do normal speed. We might not get to the coin door because the more I thought about it, these are kind of confusing. And there's a lot of wires and a lot of parts to them. And maybe I should just do a regular video on them so that you can see how everything goes together in case somebody has one that's possibly torn apart when they got it, or maybe partially apart, or have taken one apart and don't remember how it went back together. I did take some pictures, so I can also look at that as well. And I need to get this thing, Space Encounters, I need to see if I can get this thing at least working so I can get this bottom fixed and get it out of here because it's really in my way right now. All the parts turned out really nice last night. They are all dry. So I'm going to get set up here. I have the base for the power brick sitting there. I'll clean some screws as I need them. They're actually in pretty clean shape, so I don't think I'm gonna have to do too much with them actually. I need my bench here, so I'm kind of moving some parts around. Sit down. So, what do I want to do first? I guess we can get, maybe we should get this divider piece in. And that just goes in the center here. And it only goes one direction, okay? So if you turn it this way, I don't think it lines up. I mean, it will line up, but the problem is you have an oil, your oil canister goes right there. And it will hit the oil canister, so it can only go one way. And this bracket will be about flush with the hole for the oil canister. Let me see if you're zoomed in enough or not. Try to zoom in a little bit here, guys. Just kind of want to show you how this goes together. It might be boring, but at the same time, it might also be nice to have a reference that you can go off of to put one of these together. That's the neighbor's dog barking. Okay. There are screws up here too. I think those are Phillips. I actually wonder if the sides are Phillips, to be honest with you, the more I think about it. I'll have to look at my video. I might have to take those ones out and put Phillips in there. Something's telling me they might have been Phillips. Or not a video, my pictures. All right. Let's stick this guy on. Beautiful. Oh, you know what? These are the bigger ones. There's two different size ones. Now, when I go to clean a few of these screws, I'm not going to video that. Just going to use a wire wheel, clean them up. I feel like I'm only going to get this put together tonight, because if not, if I do more than that, I think the video is going to be way too long. And I'd like to document this as much as possible. That's all right. I mean, if we do a couple extra parts on the video, so be it. A lot of parts to these Spy Hunter games, I'll tell you that much. Okay, we have that bolted in. Now this guy just clips right in, right there. And then we have this guy here, which is our filter, line filter. I'm gonna have to look at my picture. I'm pretty sure it goes on an angle like that. But the good thing is I have pictures of it all. Wrong, more photos. Yep, goes on an angle like I thought. Then ground wires go to a lug right there, okay. Now my dogs are barking at the neighbor's dog. So much fun. Ah, there they are. I don't know why their dog barks so much. It drives me freaking nuts. Tell you what, my fingers are too big for these little freaking bolts all the time. They're a pain in the butt. Now I lost my socket. There it is. Best bet is to hold the nut and use a Phillips screwdriver. Okay. Now we have our fuse holder. Of course, I don't have any paper towels in here. Let me go grab some out of my van. I bought like 4 rolls for in here and I just never brought them in. There's 2 fuse holders. Better look at my picture because I think possibly one of the 2 might have different color wires. Goes this way. All right, and then the one next to it. So see how dirty that is? By just hitting it with a little bit of window cleaner. Look at all the dirt. And look at how nice that looks. Looks brand new. Just those little details make such a huge difference. Okay. All right, now we have our, we have a distribution block, which is this guy. And it goes in this direction because this red guy was pointing that way. So it goes in that way. Now on the top is the brass one. This guy, I think. Maybe that's not where that one goes. Okay, that goes there. That means that this is in conjunction with the fuse block. This guy right here. So I'm just going to pull these fuses out. I'll look up what rating fuses go where. So you see how bad and nasty this is? I'm going to clean this up. Use a little bit of window cleaner. I don't have a brush over here. A brush would be really nice, like a toothbrush. You know what? I got a paintbrush. Let me go grab that. I'm going to wire wheel this real quick. And you see what this looks like now? I'm going to wire wheel it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to look 1,000,000 times better. And by wire wheeling this, you have a really good connection. So this is what it looks like after it's wire wheeled. Nice and clean. No corrosion. We're going to do the same thing to this fuse block. I just want to try to get some of this gunk out of here first. And then I'm going to take it over to the wire wheel. And I'm going to wire wheel it real quick, just so that all my connections for the fuses and where the wires clip on are nice and clean. If you have dirty connections here, what ends up happening is you don't get a good sound connection. If you don't get a good sound connection, what happens is you lose voltage, you lose current because it's not making a great contact. So it's important to clean this stuff as best as possible. Now, obviously, inside the wire itself, can't really do much with that. If they don't look bad, but if they are bad, I guess you could use maybe some spray in there. I guess you could use deoxit, but I'm gonna go wire wheel this real quick. So what will happen with these things is they'll get like a gray coating on them. And what happens is you don't have a good connection because that gray coating is kind of stopping you from having a good connection. So now I have nice, clean, fresh metal that we're going to be putting wires into. All these little things, they all help, guys. It might seem stupid, like, oh, you're wasting your time. It'll be fine. Just throw the fuse in there. It really does make a difference. It could even make the difference in humming noise too. Believe it or not, I've had it happen to me. I even wire wheeled where the fuses go right here. I just stuck them into the wire wheel as it was spinning and cleaned them up so that the fuses will have good contact. I gotta remember which screws went in this one. Something tells me I used the wrong screws on that other thing. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I did. The longer ones go in here, shorter ones go in there. Awesome. That's all right, we'll just take one out at a time. Not a big deal. My own fault. It's not in the right spot. That's the right spot. Okay, so just the brass goes underneath. I was correct. Okay, that gets that, and then the brass is on the other side. Let me double check here. I get confused too, guys, so brass goes on the top. Okay, just above the two fuses. Okay. You guys are gonna fall asleep during this video. Probably won't even watch it. Hot in here. I just don't want to open the door because then there'll be bugs all over everything. this goes there. Red wires go towards those. Okay. Damn it. I got another one here. Those are them. Supposed to be like 95, almost 100 tomorrow. This year we've been just getting hammered with the heat. That we've had August weather in June and July. So either August is going to get hotter or it's going to snow. That sounds about right. All right, put the plug in. This guy, look how filthy that is. Let's give that a little bath. No. All right, now we have a plug right here. Now, if this is something you're doing and you're putting right back in the cabinet and you're going to turn it on, take a blowgun, blow it all out real good. Obviously, we're not doing that here, so it'll be plenty dry by the time I turn it on. I'm going to look at my picture, see which side the brown is on and the blue. Brown goes towards the outside. Blue goes towards the big capacitors. Okay. Now we need to put, where'd that other, this guy goes here. There. That should be it. Okay, now for the most part, these wires, they tend to go across from each other. So we have blue from here goes to the blue terminal here, or the terminal right there. And then on the other side, from this fuse block, the blue goes here. Next to it, we have the brown, which goes to that side, because this other brown goes right here on this side. Okay, next to that we have two orange and blues, which we have the one from the fuse holder, which goes here. And then we have another orange, or blue and orange, goes there. Next to that, we have a blue and white and a blue and white stripe. So we have this blue and white here, the blue and white stripe. Okay, we got another blue and white stripe. Okay, and then next to that we have brown and white. Okay. Now we have this black and white wire, which these are 110, 120, whatever you want to call it. Those go, come on phone, it's upside down. The black goes to blue, and the white goes to brown. So the black goes to blue. White goes to brown, not the brown and white stripe, just a straight brown. Okay, now we have this ground wire, and this ground wire. These all go to that a lug right here that I'm going to be putting in. Then we have another solid blue here. Better look. I think that one goes over here, but there's not another terminal. Did I put that on backwards? No, I didn't. Where does this guy go? Over to the fuse holder, to this guy. There we go. Okay. We got another brown, and we got another orange and a brown and white. Three orange and, or brown and oranges. And we have another brown and white right here. Once you get one on each lug, then it just all stays the same. Okay, so farthest one over is your brown and white. Next one over is your blue and white. The middle one is blue and orange, straight brown, straight blue. All your ground wires go to a screw right there, which I need to find. Where is it? That gets a double nut. Double nut. I'm gonna clean that with the wire wheel real quick. Actually, Scotch tape pad. I'm gonna double check and make sure. I'm pretty sure this is the one because there's only one of them. So I'm pretty confident this is it. looks to be it. It is still really humid out. You know it's humid when your forearms sweat. Should be a total of 4 ground wires. So it gets a screw, nut, ground wires, nut. Okay, now stick the oil canister in. Boy, I hope I have a better picture of that. Yep, 2 red wires go there. Okay. And it doesn't matter on that one which goes which way. I remember more than this, but this has been apart for a week now. Those two actually go for the round ones, the capacitors. So I need to find the one for this guy. I don't happen to see it. Where did it go? Couldn't have gone far because everything I left right here. I don't know. I don't know where it went. I know what it looks like. I have more if I need more. Clamp goes that way. So it goes this direction. And it gets these stainless steel screws. Just gotta go from underneath. I guess I'll go grab another one because I do not see it. I do not know what I did with it. Got it. Let's stick on this big guy. funny, the smaller isolation transformer, the lighter one, has bigger studs. And this big, heavy, bulky one's got these tiny ones. I wonder what these components were used for. You know, like this oil canister and these big capacitors and stuff. Because you see like capacitors and stuff like that in heating and air conditioning and stuff. And it just makes me wonder, like, is that what they were originally designed for? You know what I mean? Is it just like a universal type thing? I would think so. I didn't think that was the right size. There we go. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right, so we have all 4 of these wires go through. Okay. The 2 reds go to the oil canister, and it doesn't matter which side of the oil canister. It does not affect it at all. As long as you have them across from each other. Okay. And then our brown and white goes to our brown and white terminal. And then our blue and white goes to our blue and white terminal. Okay, so we got that done. Now we can get the 2 capacitors in. The black one goes to the middle, one with the black resistor on it, and that is the 100,000. So that's this guy. And it's showing the striped ones, so it goes that way. Damn it. Okay, stripe goes that way. coming together, guys. What's going on here? I like to keep them both the same height. Beautiful. Okay, so now we know that I gotta grab an Allen key probably. Okay, negative, positive. So these screws are never long enough. You want the ones out of here. And of course, I gotta go get an Allen key so we can get those loose. And that's why I say, always save these until you're done, because you're gonna want these. Positives on that side. This doesn't really matter, but I try to keep them somewhat the same. I run these in until they stop. Now you have a white jumper wire that goes from one capacitor to the other, and that goes from your positive lead to your positive lead. Solid red goes to positive. Solid black goes to positive. Black and white stripe goes to negative. Red and white stripe goes to negative. Oops. Get a little spit shine on this guy real quick. Okay, so now we have our solid red. We have our negative, which is our red and white. Got another red and white. Okay, then we have 3 black and whites. And then we have 3 blacks. I think that is all the wires. So we'll stick these nuts on for now. We'll just leave them loose. But I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Okay, now we have one more plug, which is this guy right here. I hope this helps somebody, if somebody's doing this. Because if I didn't take pictures, I'd have to frickin' tear apart one of mine. Because usually if I do it and like the next day I put it back together, I'll remember a lot where a lot more things go, but unfortunately not today. Okay, I believe this gray and red stripe goes to that other plug. I almost screwed up, guys. I was wrong. This white wire goes negative to negative, not positive to positive. So I was wrong. I had it sitting on the other one wrong. So the white jumper wire goes from negative to negative. Good thing I looked. Don't know what it would have done. Always double check your work. You never know. Guess that was pretty good instinct not to tighten them down yet. Okay. Okay, my gray and white comes through here. I'm sorry, my gray and red. I don't like how I routed that. Take it right back out. comes along the back here, and it drops right into that plug, like that. Okay. We have a grommet here. Okay, now these wires go through the grommet. Should be an orange and black, a green and black, a second green and black, and then 2 red and blacks. And those all go to the fuse holders. And they all go through that one grommet. Okay. So it goes orange and black first, closest to this guy. Then it goes red and black, red and black, green and black, green and black. Now, if they're reversed, the 2 and 2, it's not going to matter because the fuses are the same. So they both have the same thing with the red and black. They have the same fuse rating. So it's not going to matter if they're backwards. Okay, now take this guy. Oh, we do have to put a couple more wires onto those capacitors. That's all right. I thought so, but that's fine. Just loosen them up one at a time. Not a big deal. Okay, so the looped wires have to go through the hole. To the capacitors. These guys, the red goes across from the red and black. Same thing with the other red. Then the black goes across from the green and black, and then the other black goes across from the green and black. So now we're going to flip this back over. Now we have 2 black and white stripes, so they go to the negatives, and then 2 red and black stripes, which go to the other negative. Okay, now this orange wire has to go through both grommets, one through here, and then it has to plug into the other side of the fuse holder that has the orange and black wire, orange and black stripe. So this guy goes right here, just like that. and the smaller Phillips. All right. Now we're almost connected here. I think everything underneath is connected. So next will be the handles. Let me go grab those. And those take these guys for, I forget how they go, side by side. I am dripping sweat. And every time, these damn power bricks are always missing some of these screws. Pisses me off. I don't know why. And I was wrong on these ones. Thought I was. Need a 1/4 inch nut driver. The hell. Okay. Guess that doesn't work now. Okay. Putting our stickers on. Now these were just randomly placed in spots. That's just how they did it back then. So for instance, I believe this kind of was just on here, crooked. That's just how they did it. This guy, okay. Now we have to put the fish paper. I gotta grab that so we can put that on the bottom. Okay, so they call this fish paper. I don't know why, but you can get it on Amazon. Just look up fish paper, and it's sticky. And what it does is it keeps the metal insulated from any of those components. It's pretty thick stuff. The original stuff was silver, grayish silver. I only found it in green. It's pretty heavy duty stuff. It almost feels like laminate. That's how thick it is. You just gotta stick it on there. It doesn't have to be perfect. And we are missing one bolt. And go see if by chance I have one or something close to it. I actually found one. Okay, now let's look up the fuses. Spy Hunter Arcade fuse. Location. I do not have the sticker for the fuses. You know what? I'll just look up the manual. Spy Hunter Arcade manual. Might have to look at mine. Don't think it's going to tell me here. All right, give me a minute here. I'll have to look at mine, I'm not sure. But anyways, let's take a close look at it so you guys can see how nice it turned out. Obviously your ground wires from your cabinet wiring go there, and then these straps too we have to put on back on as well. But that's where we're at, guys. Looks damn good. Tomorrow night we'll knock out the coin door. We'll stick this in the cabinet finally, and then we'll do some more other than that. We'll do a detailed video on the coin door as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.